Let me know if this sounds familiar. You have the education or the passion or both to get into marketing and you're desperately looking for jobs, but you're not getting anywhere because you don't have experience yet. Or perhaps you're looking for some side hustles or freelance work to make you some extra cash here and there, or to strengthen your resume, but you don't know where to begin. You're feeling a little bit stuck because you need experience to get a job, but then to get a job you need the experience. So do you sign up on Fiverr, Upwork, freelancer.com? Do any of those sites work? Or do you get on those sites and then start praying that someone will actually trust in your abilities and skills and give you a job and you can kind of get going from that point onwards? Or do you start sending cold outreach emails to hundreds of contact email addresses and hope that they trust in you when you're promoting your services? My answer is neither. Just like anything else in life, you need a plan, you need to be working smarter, not harder, to get you on your path and succeed. There's truly an abundance of opportunities, but because we're taught to follow more conventional paths, we end up having a limited vision of what else is possible. So what I mean is, we're taught to create resumes in a certain way and then start looking at job boards and apply for jobs using those job boards. And what we assume is that if something doesn't exist on the job board, it doesn't exist at all, and that is absolutely not the case. My point here isn't that job boards are useless or that you shouldn't be using them, but it's the fact that we're increasingly seeing this approach yield less successful results when compared to more proactive, more unconventional results where everyone is talking about being a linchpin, being proactive, being out there, creating your own personal brand and all of that. If you look at the underlying message with all of those, you're going to realize that everything is kind of pushing you towards a more new and unconventional method of taking ownership of your destiny or career, whatever you want to call it. But it's essentially taking ownership of the results and being in the game, being proactive to look out for opportunities and put yourself out there for opportunities. Say that you want to become an SEO specialist, but you don't have experience to get into those jobs. Then my suggestion is to go get it, to create that experience for yourself. You should study what an SEO specialist does, and you should set the grounds for yourself to have that experience. How are you going to move towards becoming an SEO specialist? So in this video, I'm going to share with you 10 ideas that you can start working on as of today. As of finishing watching this video, whatever speaks to you the best, you can take that idea, go ahead and apply it, and you can really start taking action right after watching this one, because the ideas that I'm going to share are going to be actionable, and these are the ideas that if I was looking to get experience in either of these skills that I will mention now, this would be the exact path that I would personally follow to get more experience and to build my own resume. These ideas are going to help you strengthen your resume, build your portfolio, make some cash, and they can potentially also become your main business. But before we get into it, I do have a small favor to ask. If you do end up enjoying this video, finding value in it, please hit the like button for me so I know that you got something out of this video, you found it helpful and useful. Share it with your friends and network and leave me a comment. Let me know what you found the most helpful from this video. And if you're not subscribed already, consider subscribing for videos on marketing, career, and work life. It really means a lot for me. And if at any point in the future you change your mind and you decide to unsubscribe, no hard feelings. I'll still appreciate you being here for a while. So let's get started with the ideas to get you unstuck, forward, and grow as a marketer. The first thing I want to cover is who will give you these jobs, who will be your client, and how will you get this experience. I figured that this isn't always clear if I don't elaborate on this, because I have this other video that I will link over here. I think that is also very useful, very connected to this one. It was about 5 marketing jobs that you can do without a degree, and I realized that I was getting questions about who the client is going to be, so I want to elaborate a little bit more on that and how you're going to find these clients. So let's get this straight. Finding internships is a path. Finding full-time jobs is another path. But what we are looking at here is you taking ownership, you being proactive. You are going to be the one who identifies the opportunities. No one is going to hand it over to you. It's not going to live on a job board. You are going to find the opportunities to offer your services in exchange for that experience or in exchange for money. We're going to talk about that too. But you are going to be reaching out. Your clients can be your favorite content creators, your clients can be your neighbors, your father's friends, your network, your friends. They can be whoever is around you in your network, who you get your information from, who you are inspired by, who is in your network. So look at the people around you that you regularly follow, you appreciate, you get inspired by, and whose work you'd like to be a part of. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to focus more so on content creators because number one, that's a space that I am right now more familiar with and that I'm present in, but also because I know that we all consume information online and we do have some favorite people, some favorite creators in different spaces on different platforms that we follow and that we resonate with their businesses and that we either aspire to be like them or aspire to be a part of their journey or their business and help them build their business. So that's what we're looking for. So I'm going to build up most of my examples throughout this video using our favorite content creators as our example client. So with that said, the plan is for you to make a list of those people or those businesses that you resonate with and that you think that you can find a place for your skills and your interest with those businesses. So there is an alignment between what you want to offer and what you want to experience and what they could potentially use for and get value for in their businesses. If your long-term goal is to get a full-time job in the fintech industry, that is financial technology industry, maybe you can identify a couple of creators that are in the personal finance space or maybe financial software review space, and you can pitch your services or you can start that conversation with those people and reach out to them with your marketing offers. Okay, I think now we covered the where to get the client or who is the client question. Now I'm going to move on to the topic of money and then we're going to start off with the ideas. What to charge and how to charge for your services is another big question that usually comes out when I'm talking about these ideas. And for that case, here's how I would approach it. If I had zero experience and I am really desperate to get that experience and I'm not maybe really confident in achieving results or I'm not confident in my skills yet, then I would offer my services for free. I really want the experience, and once I start to maybe show some results, then I can start asking for money, but I would initially offer my services for free. Maybe the agreement can be offering the services for free for a while, and then after seeing results, maybe after 3 months, you can change the agreement between you and that other party. So that would be my approach if I was at zero experience level. Second scenario is if I already have some skills, if I already have some experience and I can leverage that and I am confident in the skills, the services that I'm offering, then I would be able to charge, but I would be realistic here because for the purpose of this video, we're assuming that you're not yet very advanced in your career and that you don't have that much experience because you're still in the phase of trying to build your portfolio, make some cash here and there. And so because we're still at that stage, I would be realistic with the amount that I want to charge or I'm planning to charge for my services. So those are the two scenarios and that is how I would approach it. And I think that covers the question about money. So now let's move on to the ideas, the types of jobs, and the skill sets that we can get experience in. Number one is blog writing. And this is a skill that almost all entry-level marketing jobs or even mid-level marketing jobs require as a skill. It's really important for marketers to understand the mechanics of blog writing, how blogs work, how to use blogs, how to write with an SEO approach. But if you don't have a blog for yourself and you're looking to get experience with blog writing, it's really easy for you to identify the opportunities where you can get experience in blog writing. So if you aren't going to launch a blog of your own, then you're going to look at the creators or look at the small businesses that are maybe creating content on other platforms or that don't have a blog at all. They're not creating content. That could also be the case, but you identify those that could really make use of having a blog. Maybe they're creating content on YouTube and they do have a blog page, but they're not creating actively for the blog. It's just not up to date. And there is a lot of potential to activate that blog page, but perhaps that person doesn't have the capability or they're not able to prioritize blogging. So that is exactly where you come in and you offer your services in blog writing so that you can get experience in blog writing and SEO and all of those crucial key marketing skills that you are going to be asked when you're applying for full-time jobs. So this is going to basically give you that experience, and if you are already at a certain stage, then you can start charging for this as well, per blog post or per word, whatever the rate is that you want to go about. Or maybe you create packages and you do maybe 5 blog posts per month or 10 blog posts per month, whatever they are, the packages you design. But you can even create product packages for your blog writing services. So this is number one skill that you can really easily go out and do. And I'm going to give you a good target market here. There's a lot of YouTube creators, as you know. There are millions of YouTube creators, and they are creating these long form pieces of content, videos for their YouTube channels, but not a lot of them, or maybe I don't know the percentage, so maybe I shouldn't say not a lot of them, but I'm going to assume that not a lot of them are really active in blog writing as well, and they're not maybe creating parallel content for YouTube and blogs, but they could really leverage that. But likely they're not able to do it because it's not their priority, they don't have time, they don't have the manpower to do it. So that's where you come in. That is where you identify your target market. So look at the industry they're in. If it resonates with you, then that's a good thing, that's a check mark. If it's a creator that you really enjoy following, if you would be happy to repurpose or create content from their videos or from their content on whatever platform you follow them on into blog posts, then you have your target market. Go reach out to those people. The second idea is copywriting. How this differs from blog writing is maybe you identify creators or businesses that don't yet have a proper website, that don't have landing pages for their offers, they have maybe lead magnets or gated offers, or they mention they are working on these things, but they don't have it yet live on their website, or maybe they just simply have a crappy website and you want to help them up-level the copywriting on their website or landing pages, whatever you choose to do so. You can basically create a project here and you can pitch your project to these creators or business owners. Third skill or project idea is website design or setup. Again, very similar to the other one. If you identify that some creators don't have a website, or maybe this is actually a case that I see quite often, so I'm going to mention this as a real example. There are a lot of creators that do have websites, but the websites are not properly set up. There's only maybe one page. You know this because you've been following them on maybe YouTube or LinkedIn, and on their website information isn't up to date. It doesn't reflect what they're currently doing. It doesn't maybe have the content that they're putting elsewhere, or maybe there is just so much more potential to create, to do on their website, and you really want to get a website design experience, and you think that you're going to enjoy working with this person or that small business, whatever it could be. Maybe it's a brick and mortar shop in your neighborhood and they don't have a website and you want to build an e-commerce website for them. Jump in there and make your pitch and try to convince them that you are going to be the right person to do this for them. And number 4 is TikTok management, and I think there is actually so much potential here. You can become a TikTok creator or TikTok manager for creators who are making videos for YouTube but don't have an active TikTok channel or TikTok platform. TikTok channel, yes, that is how far away I am from TikTok. So I am the target market here, right? So if you identify, for example, that my content could do really well on TikTok and I'm currently not there, or I'm not doing Reels, TikTok, whatever you are talented in, that I am not yet talented in, you can pitch me your services about TikTok management or repurposing my videos into TikTok videos, which is actually a service that I'm looking for, by the way. But there are lots and lots of creators just like me who create content for other platforms, but we just don't know how to do TikTok. We're not good at it. And I'm gonna again give you the target market here. The older segment in the millennials and Gen X, which is the older group after the millennials, you can really pitch your services about TikTok management and TikTok creation to these groups, because honestly, and I hope that other people are going to agree with me, we're not good at TikTok. I am not good at making Reels or or TikTok. I don't even understand the platform yet, and I would love for someone to help me out with repurposing my content into TikTok, because brands are asking if I do have TikTok, if I can sponsor content on TikTok, and because I don't know how to do it, I say no at this point. So that's your target market, and that's a great idea for you to tap into if you're skilled in creating short form videos, if you're skilled in video creation, video editing, and repurposing or making videos for TikTok and Reels, then that is a huge potential that you can tap into. Next, fifth idea is Facebook group management. Again, I see this with YouTube entrepreneurs all the time. So many people have private Facebook groups, Patreon groups, sometimes other platforms that I am not very familiar with yet, but there are lots of entrepreneurs that have these groups. But managing these communities, managing Facebook groups or Patreon groups, this takes a lot of time. And oftentimes if these people that you're following are solopreneurs or have a very small team, then likely they are not able to prioritize those private groups that they manage. And it's a great idea for you to come in at this point if you're interested in gaining experience with community management or social media management in general. And you can tap into this and offer your services right here and become the community manager for that Facebook group or the Patreon group, whatever group they have. You can jump in and offer services to do management for those private groups. The next skill or project idea is social media management. A lot of people are looking to repurpose their content for different channels. Maybe they're only creating content for YouTube, but they are a personal finance channel, and you think that that content, that topic could do really well on LinkedIn or Twitter, and perhaps you can bring in your skill here to repurpose the content. Maybe you can create Twitter threads from the YouTube videos, or maybe you can cut down those long form videos on YouTube to LinkedIn with captions and subtitles and whatever you can do. Maybe you can do Instagram Reels, post, IGTVs, whatever comes to mind. If you want to get more ideas about this or get inspired or have a playbook that you can follow and maybe even build your own products around, you can use Gary Vee's popular deck on how to repurpose and build a content machine. I don't necessarily remember the name of that deck, but it's actually a very popular one on how you can repurpose content and use the same content across multiple platforms and can really become this distribution machine in terms of content and hack the system, whatever. I'm going to link that deck in the description in the comment section below. So if you want to take a look at that, I highly suggest you do so. I think you're going to find a lot of inspiration and maybe even ideas on how to create products for the services that you can offer around social media management and content repurposing. And then again, you can start reaching out to your favorite creators or small businesses and offer social media management help. The next skill is YouTube SEO, which I think is a crucial skill for next generation marketers to have. So if this is something that you're interested in, then I highly suggest partnering up or offering your services to someone who has a YouTube channel and just help them out with their content. Maybe do YouTube channel management. That could be a part of the YouTube SEO skill that you build, but I'm sure you can easily find creators that you resonate with that could potentially need your services and that could really use your support or help to do a better job. YouTube channel management or YouTube SEO, you can do the keyword research on behalf of them. You can give them that information and that could be your service. So if this is a skill that you want to get better with, then this is a pretty easy path to follow and identify opportunities in. So that is that. Next skill is online course creation or digital downloads. This is a part of a business that so many people are trying to get into. You could already be hearing from your favorite creators talking about them working on their online courses or digital downloads, or maybe following these small businesses that have zero idea about what online course creation is, but you are interested in this and you have been accumulating knowledge and you're doing a lot of research on this. How about you go ahead and pitch that idea of building an online course for them, or maybe they have so much material available already that could easily be converted into course or presentation, a webinar, whatever. So you could come in to the picture. Again, this is all about repurposing, guys. You can repurpose all of that content into an online course or a digital download that could make money. You can make profits out of it. You can share profits if you offer this service to them. So this is, again, a great idea that a lot of people are interested in having as a part of their business and adding as a revenue stream, but maybe they're not, again, able to prioritize, or maybe they don't have the mental capacity to work on it. So that is, again, where you come in, and it is a win-win situation. They get a benefit out of this. They get to add this to their revenue streams. They get to add this product to their business. But at the other end of the spectrum, you're getting so much experience. You're getting results that you can leverage in getting more work from other people, or you can get the experience added to your resume and apply for jobs. Ninth skill on my list is email marketing. Again, another one that is super easy to identify and fill in the gap. So again, look into your favorite businesses, creators. Do they have newsletters? Are you subscribed to their newsletter? If you're not, go ahead, subscribe to their newsletters and see if they are actively sending out newsletters every single week. If they're not, if they are only rarely sending, or if they do have a sign up link but they never actually send any newsletters whatsoever, then that's the opportunity right in front of your eyes. You're going to jump on it. You're going to be working on their email newsletters, because if they have a sign up link, if they have that newsletter option available but they're not sending anything, they likely have an email marketing provider, email marketing automation system, but they're not making use of it. So maybe they're even losing money there because they're spending some money on having that system in place, but they're not actively using it to reach out to their prospects, to their subscriber base. So you come into the picture, you create those email newsletters for them because they are already creating the content elsewhere. So it's, again, a matter of repurposing, just like in the other examples we talked about. So you take the content, you distill it into an email marketing format, you create a newsletter for them, and you create the format, you create the actual content of it, and you basically take ownership and management of their email marketing needs. That's a huge opportunity, and that is a great area to be skilled in and to get experience in, because, again, if you're looking for full-time jobs, you're going to realize that this is usually a part of a lot of marketing jobs, and if you're good at it, you're definitely going to get a star sticker on your resume. Finally, the 10th idea is making social media videos. Again, this is a very easy one, because if your creators are creating content for YouTube, that means they're creating the long form content already, and what you basically are going to offer there, or you can offer there, is to cut those videos into shorter form pieces that they can use on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, wherever they are present on, they can use those short form videos. So here are the skills that you'd be looking at to get experience in are video creation, social media videos, social media content, again, kind of tapping into the social media management and social media content creation, but you'll be the person that also works on the video editing piece. So that is, again, a super important valued skill in the marketing space nowadays, and it's only going to be needed more and more in the future. So if this is something that you want to get experience in, try it out, convince people to give you that opportunity. Again, if you're doing it for free, I don't really see any reason for objections, but if you're asking for a price here, then you should know that you are going to be expected to deliver a certain quality of work. So make sure that you feel confident in delivering that work. And this is obviously speaking to people who have very little experience in this. If you're already skilled in making social media videos, then you're likely not watching this video at all. So with that said, that sums up my 10 ideas that you can go and take action right away and right now. Hopefully you found some of those ideas helpful and inspiring, and you are hopefully going to take action on some of them. Let me know in the comments which one speaks the most to you, and do you think you can pitch your services now and get clients for these work and find the opportunities to gain experience with these skills? I really trust in you, and I would love to hear about your experiences if you end up trying any of these ideas and this plan in general. So that is a wrap on my end. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a like before you close the screen and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye bye.